Hey, welcome to the channel, The Pop Enthusiast. I am Paul, and today we have another super exciting unboxing and recent haul video where we're going to take a look at some of the items I received from different retailers, Funko Pops that I've received, and take a look at them out of box. These are great additions to the collection, so let's jump into it. First, I want to give a thanks to Mercari for sponsoring this video. Mercari, the selling app where you can buy and sell pretty much anything. So check them out if you haven't already. You can find me as the Pop Enthusiast on there as well. I tend to sell some of my grails for $5, as some of you may know. So you never know when something like that's going to drop. So keep an eye out. So first up here, I was able to get some orders that I had pre-ordered from Hot Topic. So these first couple are kind of larger items, and was super excited because these are part of one of my favorite lines, Masters of the Universe. So first up, we have Skeletor with Snake Mountain. So this is from the Funko Pop home line, where they have actual buildings that are represented within a specific line along with a Funko Pop. So we have several of these. This was a must-add for the Masters of the Universe collection. So there you have Skeletor with Snake Mountain. Now, I never had Snake Mountain as a kid, the actual toy building, or the He-Man's building either. Those things just were too expensive. And even now, I think I saw they came out with a new version of Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain. I think it was at Target for like 70 bucks. So I don't know, that I still wouldn't buy that today. But anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at this out of the box. So a really neat Skeletor mold. So this is different than any of the other Skeletors that they've created. He's got the ram staff on one hand and then his purple sword in the other hand. And the rest of them looks pretty much like the other Skeletor Pops, but the pose is slightly different. So let's put him on the little spin table here and you can see a little bit more in depth about the details. So I think Skeletor is probably one of my favorite villains, not only his voice, but just the campy weirdness that he brings to the table in the Masters of the Universe original cartoon series. I have not been a fan of any of the recent remakes or redos of the Masters of the Universe. Those were very skippable for me, but the original holds a place in my 1980s child heart. So there is Skeletor, and then here we have Snake Mountain. So very creepy. I remember this. This looks very exact to the actual Snake Mountain. So you got this really creepy face on the front of the building, and then you got, you know, these serpents coming out of the top, and another creepy face up there, and then the back has these little faces in them as well. And wouldn't it be cool if this opened up just like the actual Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull? It does not, but it would be really cool if this did open up as a pop, and you know, maybe there were minifigures or something inside, but it does not. But there is Snake Mountain along with Skeletor. Okay, the second item, this is also from Masters of the Universe, and this is a large item as well. So this is a pop ride. Again, it's Skeletor, but this is Skeletor on the horse called Nightstalker. So kind of this metallic looking horse. So let's go ahead and take a look at this out of the box. So here is Skeletor on Nightstalker. So this is another cool pose and version of Skeletor. He has his ram staff in one hand. This pop does not come off the horse, as the earlier pop rides used to come off and be two separate pieces, but this is not a separate piece. So here he is, Skeletor on Nightstalker. It's a really hefty pop as well, but really, really cool. So now that we've got our Skeletor fix, let's move on to some other items that I've received from Hot Topic pre-orders. First up, from the new wave of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which it looks like they're inspired from the Secret of the Ooze second movie, we have Shredder, or Super Shredder. So here is Super Shredder. So the most recent wave has 4 new poses for the Turtles, which I skipped on because they're not that much different. And then we have Toka and Razor, again from that Secret of the Ooze second movie, which were must pickups for me. Those have not come in yet, but then we have Super Shredder. So let's go ahead and take a look at Shredder out of the box. So here is Super Shredder. So they really captured him extremely well. So they got the kind of, looks like it's grinning face mask, and the gray metal outfit with the spikes on his forearms and knees. the purple suit. So really nicely crafted Funko Pop. Pretty hefty pop as well. Much different looking than the original Shredder, the cartoon version of the Shredder. So this was a must pick up for me. So here is Super Shredder from the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle wave. Next up, from the Loki series, so I've been waiting on this one to come in. Here is one of the versions of Loki that they debuted in the series. This is President Loki. So this is a spin-off or kind of a take of the comic book series. It was a mini-series, a Loki mini-series, where he was running, I think, for not necessarily president, but he was running for a campaign. And so he had this exact look and the Vote Loki button and all that kind of stuff. So they pulled that into the Loki Marvel Cinematic Universe TV series, which was neat. So this finally came in. Let's go ahead and take a look at him on a box. So really cool details in this one. So he's got the Loki horn helmet, the long hair. He's got the Vote Loki button on his chest. Arms are crossed, and even his left pant leg is ripped, just like it is in the show. So they run into, and his arm is also, his suit is ripped as well. So they run into all these different variant Lokis when they're pursuing kind of the timekeepers at the end of the time stream. So they run into these different Lokis to include President Loki, Kid Loki, Alligator Loki, and some others. So this by far is my favorite of the different Lokis. So this is President Loki. So next we have two pops in a new animation line that they just came out with. This is from Gatchaman. So we have Joe the Condor and Ken the Eagle. So this is two of the three. The third pop, June the Swan, is coming soon in the mail. So we got these first two. So Gatchaman, I kind of remember this cartoon when I was a kid, but I really like the way that they look, these pops, more than anything. So let's take a look at them out of box. So first up, we have Joe the Condor. So you can see kind of he's got this condor looking helmet, the blue and red outfit. So just a really cool pop. I really like the suits and how they put this together in the Funko form. So that's what really drew me to purchase these. Again, I pre-ordered these with hot cash, so it was about $6, $6.25 a piece. So that's a good deal and hits my price point for these. So here is Joe the Condor, and then here is Ken the Eagle. So he's got a lighter blue and white outfit, and I think he is the leader of the three, if I'm remembering correctly. And then the female character hasn't arrived yet. That should be coming in the mail in the next couple weeks. So Joe the Condor, Ken the Eagle from Gatchaman. Okay, next up from Amazon, we got one of their exclusives, another Disney Plus series. This time it's Captain Sam. So it's the Year of the Shield version of Captain Sam Wilson. And it's a really cool version of this pop. So in a previous haul video that I posted recently, we got the metallic Walmart version of Captain Sam, which is still my favorite, but this one is a close second. So let's take a look at him on a box. So what makes this pop unique is that there's no wings on the back, and he also has these kind of yellow action flares on his shield here, kind of like bullets are pinging off of his shield. So that's a really cool feature to this pop. So this is again Captain Sam Wilson, the Amazon Year of the Shield exclusive. So next from Target, we got two different items. So the first was an item that we've been waiting on for a little while. This is a 2-pack from Parks and Recreation. We have Leslie and Ron locked in. So there they are, locked in musically. So we got Leslie, I think, sings, and then Ron playing an instrument. So this really arrived damaged. So it was wrapped tightly in bubble wrap, and there's some damage on the back of the box, and it's really just kind of crushed. As you can see, I take these out of the box, so it's not really that big a deal. I could return it and get another better box from Target, but I'm probably not going to do that. But let's go ahead and look at this out of the box. So first up, we have Leslie. So she's in this gray jumpsuit. Looks like she's about to sing. So really neat. Parks and Recreation, again, is one of my favorite comedies and TV shows of the recent decade. So it's really cool that they're coming out with some more specific detailed versions of these pops. And so there's Leslie, and then here's Ron he's barefoot, and he's got his yellow outfit on with the musical instrument. So there we have Leslie and Ron locked in. Now also from Target, they were having a sale, and so a lot of their I think this was about 2 or 3 months ago. Many of their pops ended up being about $4 or $5 a piece, and I was able to snag a bunch of them. So the first of these are starting to come in. And this first one that I received is from the movie Mandy. I think it's a Nicolas Cage movie, if I'm not mistaken. So there's a couple pops in this line. There's Mandy and then Red Miller. It's a horror movie, I believe. And so there's a chase version of Mandy. So the common version like this is super easy to find, really cheap, $3, $4, $5. So it's probably why it went on sale at Target, but I snagged that up at around $5. So let's take a look at her out of the box. So here is Mandy. So again, I don't know much about this movie at all. I know it's a horror movie. The pops look really cool. I saw an interview that Funko was doing with I think the director of the movie, and I think Nicolas Cage is involved, but I could be wrong. But here is the character Mandy. So she's got, I guess, maybe a glass eye and a scar on her face. She's smoking a cigarette in this pop, and she has what looks like a Stormtrooper t-shirt on, but I don't think it's a Stormtrooper t-shirt. So, but anyway, a nice addition to the horror collection that I have, which is actually right behind me, which is actually directly right behind me here. And the final order from this haul is from Pop in a Box. So Pop in a Box recently had one of their 40% countdown sales, where they take 40% off, and then every 2 hours the percent that's taken off drops by 1%. So 2 hours later it's only 39% off, and 2 hours later it's only 38% off. So I was able to order these at all 40% off. So with I think $2 or $3.99 shipping, so really good deal. It's right at that price point that I go for. So let's take a look at what we got. I was able to get quite a few pops here, so it's a fairly large box. So let's see what we got from Pop in a Box. So first up, this was a Pokemon pop that I was missing from the set. This is a Ponyta. I can't pronounce that. I don't know what the name, how do you pronounce the name? But anyway, this is one of the Pokemons that I was missing. I do have the other ones from this wave, Mew and Raichu, that you can see on the back. And the box was a little bit damaged on the side, which again, for $5 is not a big deal. But I do tend to get the different types of Pokemon pops, not the exclusives that are sparkly or diamond edition or glow in the dark or anything like that, metallic, just the regular new versions of Pokemon. So let's look at Ponyta. So there is another Pokemon added to the collection here. It looks like kind of flaming hair and flaming tail on this horse version type of Pokemon. So they came out with a new wave recently, which I think they added 3 new Pokemons that don't have a pop, and then another version, I think, of Pikachu, or it could be a silver version of one of them. But okay, next up we have from Masters of the Universe. I had pre-ordered this at Target, and I keep clicking approve to delay it, and it's been delaying for several months. So it was available on Pop in a Box for this $5, so I went ahead and snagged it. So here is Dragster. So from the new one of the newest waves of Masters of the Universe. So really neat pop. Here is Dragster out of box. So he's got the bow and arrow. He's got the rocket backpack. So just really, really neat Funko Pop. They really captured him well. He's got the reptilian eyes. Looks like he's got some sort of a breathing apparatus on his mouth. I do remember the actual He-Man, the Masters of the Universe figure for this character. I don't think I had it, but I do remember it. So here is Dragster. So next up, I was able to pick up the newest 007 wave. So we have Paloma, Sapphine, and Nomi. So I have pretty much all the other 007 pops. I have its own shelf dedicated just to 007 pops. And I was waiting for these to be available in a sale just like this before I picked them up. So around that $5 price point. So let's look at these out of box. Okay, first we have Paloma. So I'm really excited to see this movie. I really like Daniel Craig as the 007, the most recent 007. And so this movie's coming out soon. Really excited to see it. But here's one of the characters from the movie Paloma. Next up, we have Nomi. Now, I don't know anything about these characters yet. I don't know who's a good guy, who's a bad guy. But here is Nomi. So this character has a machine gun. So I'm assuming she's some sort of a weapons expert. She's got like a intercom wire in one of her ears, like a bodyguard. So we'll see. I don't know what character she plays. And then we have Sapphine, who I think is one, if not the villain in the movie. He's got these really creepy eyes in the mask that's kind of torn off here. in this snowsuit outfit, and of course a gun because it's 007. And as is typical with many 007 villains, they have some sort of a distinctive facial feature. In this case, it's this scar on his cheek here. So there is Sapphine. Now next up, another horror movie pop. I was waiting to snag one of these when it was again on sale. I have 2 of the 4 from the Zombieland series. This time I was able to snag Wichita, who's really, interestingly, not in the box correctly. Let's turn it sideways, I guess. Does that look right? Anyway, let's go ahead and take her out. So here is Wichita. So the only one I'm missing now from the Zombieland line is Tallahassee, and then that will complete that set. So we have the other 3, including Wichita now. So this is a kind of a plain, nothing too flashy about it. You know, it wasn't surprising that it was on sale and still available for about $5. But I did wanted to snag it to complete the Zombieland collection, or at least one step closer. So here is Wichita. And last but not least, I was able to get 2 Pop Rocks musicians that I did not have previously. So from the new TLC wave, I was able to pick up Chili. And I was able to get T-Boz and Left Eye from a previous sale. And so those were in a different unboxing. And then from Boys to Men, I was able to get Nathan Morris. So now we have Wanya Morris and Nathan Morris, and we're just missing Sean Stockman. So let's look at these 2 out of box. So here we have Chili from TLC. I love that she's in this pose where she's kind of sideways, her head's tilted sideways and body's facing forward. So they capture the iconic kind of baggy pants, hat turned sideways look that TLC had when they first came out. So we now have a complete set of the new wave and the Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls wave, along with 2 of the 3 Chase variants from that series. So here is Chili, and then here is Nathan Morris. So not a flashy pop either, but it was really cool that they came out with Boys to Men pops. I remember they were pretty big when I was, I think, back in junior high school. So here is Nathan Morris holding a microphone and roses. So we're just one pop away from completing that set for Boys to Men. So there you have it. Here is another Funko Pop haul. Very diverse set of different pops. So again, we've got from Masters of the Universe, we got a couple larger items like Skeletor on Nightstalker. One of my favorites here is Skeletor with Snake Mountain. And then also Dragster. We've got a Pokemon. We've got 3 of the 007 from the new movie. We've got Super Shredder, President Loki, and Captain Sam Wilson from Amazon. We got some anime, a couple Gatchaman. We got some Parks and Rec goodness here. A couple horror movie pops from Mandy and Zombieland. And then to round it out, we have some musicians from the Pop Rocks line, Chili from TLC, and then Boys to Men, Nathan Morris. So let me know what you thought about this video in the comments. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, The Pop Enthusiast, for more Funko Pop and pop culture content. And until the next unboxing, we will see you next time.